my beautiful friends all over the world. I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for joining me today here on Lumiere, and a big warm welcome to you. If you are new here, just want to shout out to my Loomies. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, supported the channel. I appreciate all of your love and support so very much. So thank you to each and every one of you. All right, my name is Kasamba. I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading for you today. And today's reading is all about your person, what they are feeling and thinking. So we're going to be taking a look at the energies surrounding your connection, see what's going on with your person, maybe checking in with some future energies as well. I've got 3 groups for you today. I will insert a picture of the groups, both with and without crystals, so that you can make your selection in the way that suits you best. Group 1 is the Celestite cluster, Group 2 is the Amethyst cluster, and Group 3 is the Quartz cluster. So take as much time as you need to make your selection, drop down into your body, take a few deep breaths, pause the video if you need more time. While you make your selection, I will just let you know that I've got 2 beautiful books available through my website, Attract Soulmate Love and Feminine Frequency. These books are for the feminine energy partner, so that is the partner who likes to be pursued in a relationship. In any connection, there is always a masculine energy partner and a feminine energy partner, and this is what creates electromagnetic attraction between 2 people. So Attract Soulmate Love is all about calling that special person into your life using feminine energy, and Feminine Frequency is all about communicating from your feminine energy, communicating in a feminine way, whether that's in person, in conversation, or whether that's through kind of email and texting, so that you can build rapport with the person who you are connecting with. So check those out. I've written those books from the heart. They are linked in the description box, but make your selection. The timestamps are below, and I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 1, this is for everyone who picked the Celestite cluster crystal. Such beautiful calming energy. I'll begin with your tarot. I will clarify with your oracle cards. We'll see what is going on in this connection and with your person. You get 5 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. Then you get 9 of Wands, another 9 of Cups, so a double 9 there. So I always see that as like a confirmation from Spirit when we get double or triple numbers. So that number may be significant. You get Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and then you get Queen of Swords in reverse, 7 of Cups, and Death. All right, so I see Aquarius energy here, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio's energy as well represented here. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, that may resonate with you in your situation. This is interesting. I just see in the past, the kind of past energies, it's just like, I feel like one or both of you really tried your best to make this work. I see a difference of opinion here with this 5 of Swords. So maybe you didn't agree on like, kind of how to meet each other's needs, or where this relationship was going, or you wanted one thing and they wanted something else, right? Whatever it is. With this 5 of Swords, there's some friction here, like a difference of opinion. It could have been arguments or disagreements, but this real thing is just like the real energy that I'm picking up on. It's like this difference of opinion of kind of coming from like different angles, different places with this connection. I feel like one or both of you really tried their best, or your best, to really make this work with this 8 of Pentacles. There was this recognition like, yeah, we need to work on this. We need to talk about this. We need to make a compromise. We need to see eye to eye. There is this recognition here, right, that I'm seeing with this 8 of Pentacles. And it's just like, well, if you're not going to do this, you know, if you're not going to listen to me, or you're not going to meet my needs, or you're not even going to talk about this, or let me know what's going on with you, or give me a clear answer about what it is that's going on here, then I'm going to be moving on. With this 6 of Swords, so perhaps you've got no contact, perhaps there's distance between you both in this connection, right? You know, or maybe they were giving you mixed messages and you're just like, I'm pulling my energy away from this because I know that it isn't good for me. But there's just such an energy of just like, I have tried my best here. You know, I get what the problem is. I see that there are solutions here if we can, you know, only just like be honest and talk about it. But it kind of like has fallen flat. It just hasn't worked. And so someone in this connection has really chosen to walk away or pull their energy away from it for whatever reason, and just been like, well, you know, life is short. I'm going to be taking my energy elsewhere. I'm going to be kind of moving on from this situation. Now, how your person is feeling about you right now, you've got the 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, this double 9 that we were talking about, and the King of Pentacles in your situation. So you may be dealing with an earth sign in your connection, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages coming in at the same time. So your person is considering coming towards you, right? They're kind of coming round, but you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest mover in the tarot. So this isn't a fast realization. They're like, they want to come towards you. They want to come round because this is, you are their wish. Look at this 9 of Cups. You bring them a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of happiness. Okay, they wish to kind of come towards you, to connect with you, but 9 of Wands, they are wary of doing this. Right, this is the energy that I'm picking up on. They're wary of doing this. They feel like it would make them too vulnerable. Maybe they feel like they'd lose face by doing that because they've gone too far in the other direction. Maybe they've pushed you too far away in this connection. And so they're kind of wary of their fear. What their fear is that it will be more of the same, that you'll just end up in a loop, and maybe that's been the case in the past, that you've just gone round in circles. So, but whatever it is, there's this fear there, kind of looking at this situation, kind of as this, I'm looking at this on my desk, he's kind of looking back at these past energies being like, oh no, but do I really want to go through that again? Or do I really want to kind of go through that cycle again and end up with nothing? So there is this push-pull dynamic within them where they're just like, I want to move towards you because you make me happy, because you make me feel good, because I love you, right? But on the other hand, they're just like, but it didn't work in the past, and it felt like wading through mud, and it became really difficult, or, you know, these challenges that came up, so heavier energies, right? So their fear within them, this is interesting. You've got 8 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands, and then the 6 of Wands. Their fear, right, let's start at the beginning. They don't want to move on from this. 8 of Cups in the reverse. They haven't moved on from this. They're still invested in this emotionally, okay? Even if there's been a long distance, they're still connected to you energetically, right? You're still together energetically, and they're still emotionally invested in this. They're still thinking about you, right? You're still on their mind, and they're still emotionally invested in this connection. Doesn't matter how much water there is under the bridge, who else it is that they've met, if it looks like they've moved on. They haven't moved on with this 8 of Cups in the reverse. They just haven't. What they're worried about is that you're going to throw it back in their face, right? They want to come towards you and just be like, look, I have these feelings for you. I care about you. But they are afraid that you are going to throw it back in their face. Right? Not because you're a bad person or because you're mean or anything like this. This is just like a story that they've created within their own mind. And maybe if they did come towards you, you would be a little bit resistant. You would be a little bit, well, where have you been? Or, you know, what's been going on with you or whatever. It's like, if they come towards you, they're going to have to level up. They're going to have to explain themselves. They're going to have to, it's like, they know that you want answers. They know that you want clarity. They know that you want solutions. And it's like they can't work it out in their own mind. They can't work it out, like how to express what's on their mind or what the problem is or how they feel. They don't know how to like express that in words, right? So it may be just that they're not very good at kind of expressing themselves emotionally. It may be that they have a lot of fear around doing that. Maybe they've been ridiculed for their emotions in the past, and this is stopping them. But look at this, with this 7 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, there's some resistance here. They're just like, I want this to be successful, but they're just worried that it would mean that you had the upper hand and that they would look weak in some way. This is what I'm seeing. So it's interesting. Moving forward, this, you know, Queen of Swords in the reverse to the 7 of Cups. So your person has been in this energy of indecision. They're just like, I don't know what it is that I want. Maybe I should go towards them. Maybe I should move on. Right? Maybe I should pursue this option. Maybe I should take this job, right? all of these things are just kind of swirling around in their mind. They're in this like really confused energy, this confused state. So if you're getting mixed messages from them, this is why. It's because they're confused in themselves. So they're kind of giving out confusing signals to you. So if you're trying to make sense of something, don't waste your time, don't waste your energy, because you're trying to make sense of something or somebody who isn't making a lot of sense right now. They're not making a lot of sense to themselves. So do not waste your energy trying to create a story around this or trying to fill in the gaps and work out, you know, what's going on and what do you need to do to fix this. Your person is in like, then they're in this kind of chaotic, confusing energy where they've got a lot of different emotions that they're experiencing. They don't know which direction to take. And what I'm hearing is they don't know what to do, like for the best, for the future as well. But I love this. A change is coming with this Death card, Scorpio's energy here, right? The outcome of your reading is this powerful change. So you know this. Things need to change. They need to transform in order to kind of make this work, in order for this to be successful. And I see this here. I want to clarify. I'm going to get one from the bottom of the deck. Spirit is saying take two. Let's take a look. Okay, you get Wheel of Fortune and Six of Cups. So there is this powerful transformation, this change coming in. There is like the death of this, the end of this indecision, this change. And what comes in is this fated change, like a complete 180 with this Wheel of Fortune. So moving towards something more successful. And Six of Cups, a reunion. You know, I feel like maybe you're in separation. You guys in group number one, or that there's some distance between you both at this time, or even if you're kind of like in each other's lives, that there's kind of emotional distance, right? But both of these cards, the Death, the Wheel of Fortune, cards of change. The Wheel of Fortune is like success as well. So you know, a successful reunion coming in with the Six of Cups. This is soulmate energy as well. So I really like this for you. That's kind of quite positive. You know, you may have to wait a little bit for your person to process some of these energies that we're looking at, you know, this confusion that they're in right now. But let's clarify with your oracle cards. Okay, I need to talk to you about it. I can't just like think it all through in my head. So we have the beautiful card Fresh Start. This is what we're seeing. This is what we've just been talking about with this Wheel of Fortune coming in for you. I think this is very positive. This kind of seed of growth, seeing some positive change. We have the card You Are My Treasure. Look at this. So I was telling you they're still invested in this emotionally. So they still have feelings for you. They think of you kind of in high regard above all others, right? There's something about you, about your frequency, about your energy that draws them to you, right? Like you're magnetic. So they see, this is that they see your value. They see your worth. You are my treasure. They see you, your value, that they know that you are a catch, that they know that you are special. This is interesting as well. We need to let go of each other, and you were the best thing in my life. So part of this confusion that they're going through is just like, you know, maybe we did put the work in, we did try to do this, maybe now is the time to let this go, kind of echoing this Six of Swords energy. You know, maybe we should try and let this go. But then they're like, but you were the best thing in my life, like this, you were my treasure. This is what I'm saying. There's something very unique about your frequency, your energy, where you are a match for one another. This is why it feels so good. This is why it feels the way it feels, and why, you know, you care about them. So they see you as a good thing in their life, something special, something to be treasured, right? So this is why it isn't easy for them to let go, and why it's still been, you know, they're still invested emotionally. It says, I am bleeding, but you can't see my blood. All right. So I feel like they're putting like a bit of a brave face on things. You know, you may feel like that they don't care at all, or that they don't care that much. I feel like this is someone who's really keeping a lid on things. You know, like I was saying, they don't have a lot of experience of expressing themselves emotionally. right, using that kind of language, or like being brave enough to talk about how they really feel about things. I think they prefer to kind of push things down, live on the surface of things, numb things out, not think about it, just put it to the back of their mind. But, you know, they do care. Despite appearances, they do really care. Now, this is interesting. We've got, it's safer to keep all this in my head, and please listen to my side. So they have got a lot going on in their mind. This is from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, from one of the Lumiere collections. So you may want to check those out. They're listed below in the description box if you are interested. So please listen to my side. They do have things that they want to share with you, that they want to be able to talk to you about, but they're like, it's safer to keep all this in my head. This is exactly what we've been talking about. Excuse me. This inability to express how it is that they're really feeling, you know, putting a lid on it, stuffing it down. So they're just like, they have these conversations in their mind, going backwards and forwards with you, and yet they are unable to like express that to you. So this is what they're saying. They feel like it's safer. They're just like, okay, I'm just going to keep this under wraps. I'm going to stuff it down. I'm not going to say it out loud, because then nothing will happen, or nothing bad will happen, or it won't get rejected or abandoned, right? So they have things that they want to share with you, that they want to talk to you about, but they feel scared of opening up with you. So yeah, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. I hope you found it beneficial in some way. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations. There's a few linked in the description box, and the full collection is over on my website, lumieretarot.com. You don't need to be good at meditation to do them. It's an opportunity for you to relax and just to bathe in positive energy, to reprogram your subconscious mind with new core beliefs. This is how we change our lives, you know, not through the conscious mind, but like really letting those positive messages sink into the subconscious. So check that out if it resonates. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you love and light. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. To everyone who picked group number 2, this is for everyone who picked the beautiful sparkling amethyst cluster crystal. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to take a look at your tarot to begin with, and then I will clarify with your oracle cards about what's going on with your person, how they are feeling about this connection at this time. Opening your reading with the Emperor, Knight of Cups. We get Page of Cups in reverse. You get the 4 of Swords, Temperance, 8 of Cups, Queen of Cups in reverse. You get King of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and then Strength, Page of Wands, and 9 of Wands in the reverse. So Leo's energy is here very strongly. You get Sagittarius energy and Aries energy as well. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. That may resonate with you. It's always worth knowing your full chart and the full chart of the person who you are connecting with. You don't need to ask them what their chart is. You can always just, if you know their birthday, then you can Google it and find out what you're looking at. It's interesting here. Looking at the past energies, I feel like the person who you were connecting with kind of really promised you the world. Now, maybe they did that kind of verbally. They made a lot of promises to you, or they, it was just like, it just felt like that. You know, it felt like this was the real deal. It felt like you had a genuine connection. It felt like they were being genuine with you. And there were maybe kind of unwritten or unspoken promises that this was a relationship, that you were connecting, that this was going in a particular direction, right? Or that they were into you, or whatever it is. But whatever has happened, because I just feel like they showed up quite strongly with this Emperor energy and this Knight of Cups. It's just like, you know, they're in your life, they're showing up quite strongly. They're just like, yeah, I'm really into you. And you're kind of like getting swept up in whatever it is that they're showing up with. Like, you're kind of getting on board with, you know, their energy really. But it just feels like with this Page of Cups in the reverse, they just haven't been able to follow through on their promises, right? Whatever it is that you thought it was, it's like they just haven't followed through. They haven't been able to follow through on this relationship. Maybe they promised you a relationship and they haven't. Maybe you thought you were exclusive and they haven't kind of, you know, being true to that, whatever it is, however it resonates for you. I just see this kind of, it's like an empty cup, like the cup's just kind of been emptied out. It's just like, you thought it was one thing and they just haven't followed through on their promises, or just like, there's this energy of kind of disappointment here. This may be an energy of going back on their word, or back on these either spoken or unspoken promises. So there's this kind of, it's like the rug's been pulled out from underneath you. You just like thought it was one thing. You thought that you were connected or that you were strong, and now there's been a change. It's like they've had a change of heart or a change of character. Like they seem really keen, and now you're just like, well, what's going on with you, right? Because they're being like maybe acting differently. Maybe acting differently. It could also be the case that they're showing up for you. They are coming towards you with something, but it isn't like what it is. It isn't exactly what you want. Right, so maybe you thought this was more of a relationship, and now they're being more friends with benefits or something like this. Just for some of you. So how they're feeling right now, I just like, they're just stalling is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Can you hear my rabbits? They're scrabbling around in the background. It's playtime for them. So if you can hear a bit of scrabbling on the audio, that's what's going on. I got some little rabbit pets who are having a good time. Four of Swords, you get the Temperance and this Eight of Cups. So I just feel like your person has pulled away from you, either physically or energetically. You're feeling this really strongly. I feel like this may be very painful for you. Like there's a lot of confusion, excuse me, and disappointment with this. It's just like maybe they've ghosted you, maybe they've pulled away, or they're just like giving you crumbs, or not really kind of showing up for you. So it's just like there's just this energy with this Eight of Cups of just like, where have you gone? We were talking all the time, or you were, you know, I thought this was going in a particular direction, and now you're telling me that it's over, or you've walked away from this, or you know, I see that you're hanging out with somebody else, you know, what's going on with that? So there's this energy of kind of stalling, of them kind of playing for time, definitely is what I'm picking up on, right? So they haven't told you straight up, oh no, I don't want to do this anymore, or I've changed how it is, that, or my feelings have changed. It's just like they're stalling. They're like, I don't know, for whatever reason, they're kind of trying to keep you in the loop rather than giving you a clear answer, right, and giving you that clarity that you need. They're just like, you're not getting any clear answers, so you're continually investing in this emotionally, right? And it's because they're stalling. For whatever reason, they're trying to bide their time while they decide what it is that they want. This is what I'm seeing. So, but definitely an energy of silence, maybe of ghosting you, maybe of kind of definitely pulling their energy away, especially when they came on really strong. I see someone who's come on really strong, and now it's kind of, they're being completely different, or they've pulled away from this, right? So this is what I'm seeing. This is interesting. We've got Queen of Cups in the reverse, the King of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. I just feel like, again, they're not, you know, because this is a king and a queen, but you've got one in the reverse and then one in the upright, and they're from different suits. We've got Cups and Wands. So it's just like, these are just two people who are just coming from such different places, and maybe you resonate with that. Maybe you're picking up on that. You're just like, you know, I want one thing and they obviously want something else. So this is what I'm seeing here. Again, there's this energy of them not following through on their promises, not giving you the answers that you deserve, kind of not following through on the kind of love that they promised as well. So this is someone who's kind of, maybe they're being withholding in some way with this Queen of Cups in the reverse. You know, maybe they're withholding their attention, their affection, their love, how it is that they're feeling about you, not talking about, you know, what's going on, giving you solutions, how it is that they feel, really holding back on that. I see that here. King of Wands, they are attracted to you. There is like a lot of passion here, right? A lot of magnetic attraction, a lot of sexual attraction. But I just feel like with this Six of Pentacles, it's like you want more than that. You're just like, well, I want to get my needs met. I just feel like you want more. Like you want a relationship, or you want to explore this more, or you want to be exclusive, or whatever it is. I mean, they're 100% into you. They find you attractive. They know that you're amazing, all of this. But what they're offering you with this Six of Pentacles isn't what it is that you want. And this is why we've got the King and the Queen like this. It's just two different things. So maybe a person's down for friends with benefits. Maybe they're down for a hookup. Maybe they're down for hanging out with you when it suits them. Like on their terms is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Like there's a lot of this kind of, yeah, I'll do this on my terms. And it's not because they're a bad person. They're doing it on their terms because this is what feels safer to them, right? Sometimes this is what people do. Or because they just want to, you know, if they can get it on their terms, this connection, then they will. So it's about your boundaries, to be honest. It's about your boundaries. It's about you being very clear in your mind about what you will and will not accept, right? And don't accept crumbs, is what I'm saying. Now, this is interesting. Leo's energy here. We've got Strength, we've got Page of Wands, and we've got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So this is all about like letting their guard down, right? The Strength, Nine of Wands in the reverse, this is about letting their guard down so that you can connect heart to heart. The reason that they're not like 100% invested in this is because they haven't connected heart to heart, and this isn't your fault. You are an amazing person with a beautiful, loving, open heart, but they don't allow anybody in. So the solution to this is for them to allow you into their life, into their heart, to get closer to you, in order for you guys to kind of go on this adventure, to have this experience, have these experiences together, experience this connection together, and to build on it, to grow it, to kind of see where it goes, what you can explore together with this. But I think these are the future energies, and I see this as being very powerful. So maybe as a result of you getting clear about what it is that you want, of you setting those boundaries, as to be like, because whatever you give them, they're going to take it. They're into you. They see that you're magical and magnetic and attractive and loving, right? Whatever you give to them, they're going to take it. But you don't want someone who just takes and takes and takes from you. But if you get into that energy of just like, well, I won't accept anything less than I deserve and that I truly want in my heart, I feel like it's going to create this space for them to level up. They're going to be like, well, I've got no choice but to show up to this differently. And this is what I see happening, them showing up to this connection differently. Because if you keep on doing what you're doing, you keep on getting what you're getting. So there's got to be a change here. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is this change has to come from within you, right? In the most beautiful and empowering way. And in doing that, they're just like, they'll feel that difference. They'll feel that absence of your energy of just being like, well, he or she won't just accept, any old circumstances or any old situation or anything that I say. It's got to be, I've got to level up to do this. I'm going to have to be braver. I'm going to have to be brave. I'm going to have to face my fears and let my guard down a little bit so that I can connect. But these are future energies, and this is what I'm seeing them. They can do this. The energies are here. They can do this. They can be a person who can connect from the heart. This is the Strength card, is the card of the sacred heart. The heart within. So let's take a look. Let's clarify. You are healing my soul, but it is a work in progress. These little cards are from the White Rose Guidance Oracle deck. So yeah, this is what we're seeing. They're making this change. So perhaps in the past they have been a little bit withholding. Not just with you, but just generally. And they're going through this process where they're just like, they're learning to let their guard down. They're learning to open up to somebody. Otherwise, they're just going to spend their life being lonely. We have, you are so precious to me. Look at this. So they really care about you. They recognize that you are, they recognize your value. And they do care about you. They do have feelings for you. I want to be more than just friends. Right? So maybe you've said, look, let's just be friends, or you've been friends, whatever it is, but they definitely want more than that. But then they are attracted to you, so we see that's why we're seeing that. Okay, we have the card Destruction This is interesting, very much like the Tower energy. I feel like this is like a little bit of self-sabotage from your person here with this destruction coming in. I feel like the way that they have this heart wall, the way that they keep you at arm's length, or what they push you away, you know, I feel like you get close and then they push you away, or this is what's happened. Like you've let your guard down and be like, well, here I am. This is my genuine true self. And then they've just pulled away from it, and kind of just destroyed all the goodness that there was and everything that you've shared together. But I feel like it's a little bit of self-sabotage that they've done this, right? We often don't realise when we're self-sabotaging. We've got to be quite self-aware to know that we're doing that. But I just sense maybe that's what they do. If someone gets too close, they kind of like ruin it in order, and then be like, oh, well, it's not my fault, it's not my fault, right? So that they can feel okay about that. But this is kind of what keeps them in their zone of kind of feeling safe. I want to tell you how I feel. So I feel like they're going to be opening up. I feel like these feelings are going to become like too much of a burden for them. Like the strength of emotion is becoming too much, and they are going to have to speak up about this, and they are going to have to let their guard down like we were talking about, and open up about how they're feeling. Oh my goodness, this is so interesting. We have, I need to protect myself and I am a coward. Now these are from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, which is one of the Lumiere collection decks, which are linked in the description box. But both these messages, I need to protect myself, I am a coward. This is exactly what we're talking about with this Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Strength. They've been trying to protect themselves all along. So if they're distant, if they've pulled away, if they've not like come through on their promises, this is why it's like a little bit of kind of like emotional immaturity, something like this. You know, they're not as kind of emotionally intelligent as you are. And I think this is something that they are learning. So your person has a lot of fear and a lot of need within themselves to protect themselves and keep people at arm's length, because in doing so, it makes them feel safer, you know? But I see them being able to kind of break down that barrier in order to connect to you in a more real, substantial, is what I'm hearing, way. It's been a really interesting reading. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me today. I've really enjoyed doing this reading for you. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful new course, Manifest a Specific Person. It's a really comprehensive course if you're looking to come into right alignment with somebody, perhaps this person in your life. Do check that out. People have been getting amazing results with creating a new reality, a new situation with their specific person. It's a very comprehensive course, 8 hours of video training with me. We've got meditations, affirmations, and a workbook. So do check that out if it resonates. It's all linked in the description box. But have a lovely week. I'm sending you lots of love and blessings. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, thank you for joining me. This is the reading for group number 3 for everyone who picked the beautiful and amazing quartz crystal cluster. I just love this crystal so much. I'm going to begin with your tarot. I will clarify with your oracle cards, and we'll see how your person is feeling about this connection at this time, the energy surrounding your connection. That was the Empress. We've got King of Swords. You get 7 of Pentacles, the World, 10 of Pentacles, Justice, 2 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Swords, and then Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the 9 of Swords to close your reading. Okay, so I see Libra's energy here very strongly, Taurus energy as well, maybe Aquarius energy, and yeah, there's some water energy in here as well, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a little bit as well, so that may resonate with you. But don't worry about it too much if it doesn't. It's just a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So we've got the Empress, the King of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles to open your reading. I feel like these are 2 people who have, in this connection, you and your person, you know, you've got stuff going on. Like, you're both grounded people, you're both solid people. You've both got your own goals and dreams. You know what it is that you want. You're kind of working towards success, working towards manifesting your dreams, right? This feels like quite a healthy connection. There is a lot of love here, a lot of respect is what I'm hearing from Spirit between you both, right? So you respect one another. And there is love here with this powerful opening with the Empress to your reading. So it's just like, there is genuine love here. There is like a lot to be gained from this connection, from experiencing one another's energy, right? From being together, from having this experience with one another. So I definitely see that here, if that's how you're feeling it. You know, there's a lot of abundance, a lot to be, you know, a lot of good times to be had, a lot to learn from one another as well. This feels like quite a deep spiritual connection to me, right? It feels quite significant that you've met this person, or that you've met each other in this way, right? There's something here with this King of Swords. Either there's a decision that needs to be made, or like a truth that has come to light, and it's not necessarily that something was hidden. It's just like something's kind of just been revealed about the connection. Maybe it's just like that you want different things, or that you see things slightly differently, or that there's a practical issue that needs to be dealt with that has kind of risen to the surface at this stage in your life, or in this connection. And what I'm seeing is that it is creating like the need for reflection. It's like, yeah, we've already come this far. We've already invested in this. We've invested in each other. Maybe because you've spent a lot of time together. Maybe because you've been in each other's lives for a long time. Maybe not. But, you know, maybe it's just an emotional investment, right? And it's just like this time of reflection and just looking, you know, taking stock of things and just thinking, well, there needs to be this decision now about where you both go for the future. You know, what is going to bring you the most happiness? Where do you go from here? Where do you go next with this connection? And this Seven of Pentacles, you're really kind of, someone in this connection is really weighing up their options. They're taking stock of the past experiences, the connection that you've shared, the emotions that you've shared together. And contemplating the future, which path they want to take for the future, where they want to go, and if they want to kind of continue down this road or go somewhere else. So this could be to do with this relationship, or to do with their own personal goals. So I see that here. I feel like there's something's been revealed, but I definitely feel like there's a decision that needs to be made as well. You've got the World, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Justice. So again, there's this energy of an ultimate decision needing to be made for the ultimate happiness of you both. I feel like your person is really well-rounded. Like, they've got like a good character, and they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to be hurting themselves. They really want to do the best by themselves, but ultimately the best by you. They don't want to hurt you. But there's this energy here as well where they don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to kind of leave this behind and then regret it, because they know that there is good stuff here. Look at this. It's so healthy. It's so beautiful. There's so much like potential for growth for the long term. But I feel like there are other factors at play. Maybe you're quite young. Maybe you've got you've both got your own sort of paths to go down, to live your lives, to achieve your goals, right? And maybe those are in different directions, not necessarily just a message for some of you. So there's this energy here of just like, you know, what is for the best in the long term, right? What's going to bring the most happiness? I do see a commitment here. You know, the World, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Justice all are about long-term commitment and about marriage. For some of you, obviously not a message for all of you, but for some of you. So this may be what they're contemplating. You know, does this have long-term potential? Is this something what I want to put my energy into for the long term? So it feels quite important, this time of reflection. It feels quite weighty, right? Because they see you as someone that they could be with for a long time. They see you as someone that they can really connect to and that they could commit to for the long term. You know, and that's when they envisage that, when they imagine it, it gives them a lot of happiness to think about that. But there is also these practical issues. You know, maybe it's a bit of a case of right person, wrong time. But I do see this here. This is what they're thinking about. There's a lot here about karma as well. We can get a bit, freaked out when we talk about karma, but it's just like our, like you're learning lessons from one another, like you are maybe processing energies or experiences or finishing things off from earlier in life, or maybe from previous lifetimes, right? That there's like a cycle of completion, that you've met for a reason, that you're learning certain lessons from each other for a reason in order to go forward. But I see a lot of potential here. Again, an energy of decision with this Two of Pentacles. I feel like this whole thing, right, this whole connection really kind of hangs in the balance. Maybe you're waiting on them to make a decision because your heart is clear, all right? Or maybe you both have some things to consider at this time to do with where you want to go and where you want to move forward. I sense that you both care about each other, right? I sense that you both see that there's a lot of potential here, but it feels like there's some kind of outside influence. Maybe other people, or maybe to do with it being a long distance relationship, or maybe one of you's going off to study somewhere, or one person wants to kind of follow their career and doesn't have a lot of time for a serious relationship, right? These are just examples of kind of how I'm picking up on the energy, right? Not necessarily your story. So I feel like your person has got this inner turmoil with this Two of Pentacles, this inner conflict, right, about where to go. And it's just like they feel like things have changed. Somebody in this connection feels like that things have changed. I feel like it's your person, right? They feel like things have changed, and they may feel like it's over. Like there's kind of nothing left in this connection, or they've got nothing left to give, or maybe they just feel like, they won't get a second chance with you, or that you won't open up to them, or that this is kind of a done deal with this Ten of Swords energy, right? So, maybe you're on a break, maybe you've split up, something like this, but there's just this energy with this Ten of Swords where they're just like, oh, I can't go back, we've agreed, where this was going to go, we've decided this, but there is this inner turmoil, this kind of pull between the head and the heart is what I'm picking up on, of just like, well, the heart says one thing, the heart wants you and knows how much potential there is in this connection and the house, and that they love you, but the head's just like, oh, but what about this, but what about money, but what about studying, but what about the distance, right? This is what I'm picking up on with this. But I feel like there's something here where the energy kind of changed a little bit between you both. That could have been as a result of, just like circumstances coming to the surface, or particular kind of truth. Sometimes we get wrapped up in the feelings, the emotions, get carried away with things, and we don't look at the practicalities of things. So I think maybe kind of a little bit of real life consideration has kind of been brought forwards, like you're kind of more aware of it, right? Looking at the future energies, we've got the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Swords for you. So there is this beautiful love here. I feel like they want to speak their truth, they want to tell you, and I feel like they're going to connect to you and tell you how it is that they feel, because they are being burdened by these emotions. So there is this energy of, oh no, this is a done deal, this is ended, or we've agreed, or there's nothing left in this. But moving forward, they cannot let you go, or they cannot or they're just, they're really going to talk to you about how it is that they're feeling. I see this as very positive. And this Ace of Swords is about a decision being made. All of this whole reading, seems to be like the relationship's on a knife edge all the time. Is it going to go this way? Is it going to go that way? What's going to happen for the future? And there's this decision that needs to be made, right? By somebody in this connection. Well, this is what's happening. The decision is getting made. The ultimate decision is being made, because I just feel like they can't live without you. I feel like they're going to decide that, like, being without you is just like, it's too much. They just put their head in their hands. They just can't imagine it. They just don't want it. To have to live without you in this way, and that their emotions that they have for you, what it is that they're holding back, becomes too much for them, not making this decision, not being able to move forward, living in limbo, right? Not speaking up out, you know, with their truth about how it is that they feel, how much they care about you, becomes too much of a burden for them to bear. Like, it's just too much of a nightmare. It's creating like a lot of stress in their life. It's using up a lot of emotional energy, taking up a lot of their mental and emotional space, and eventually, you know, they're going to have to crack, and they're coming forward to you with this truth and with this decision, which is going to be so good because it's going to bring you so much clarity. And this is what you want, you just want to know what's what. You just don't want to live in limbo anymore. So they will be talking to you about their feelings and what is true for them, which I think is this beautiful stepping stone to move forward. Let's take a look at your oracle cards and see what we have. This speaks of the conflict actually that they're going through. We have, I want to go on an adventure with you, and I am not free to pursue what I want. Now these are from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck, which is one of the Lumiere collection decks. If you're interested, they're in the description box. But these beautiful cards, it's like, I want to go on an adventure with you. I want to have these experiences. Like, I want to experience all this love and this goodness that we saw at the outset, the start of this reading. They want to have that experience, and it's like, but I'm not free to pursue what I want. So maybe they're in an entanglement with somebody else. I don't see a lot of third-party energy here, but that could be the case. Or, you know, maybe their family are against it, or it feels like the right person, wrong time, you know, because they've got other things to pursue. Maybe they're working towards a career goal, or you know, they're studying, something like this, right? Or maybe if it's long distance, they can't move to be with you. Again, I'm just giving you examples of how the energy might show up for you. So they want to have this thing, but I feel like there's this experience with you, right? But I feel like there are some practical issues in the way. This is interesting. Finding out the truth crushed me. So we said this at the beginning, that there was a truth that came to light. So it's like, you know, maybe there was something that really kind of pulled the rug from out underneath them, or this could be your energy. Remember, these energies can always resonate, vice versa. But something that came to light which really kind of changed how you viewed this connection, or how they viewed it, right? Or how they viewed you, or how you viewed them, you know, how you viewed this person. Maybe you found out something about their character that you didn't know about. But this is the nature of getting to know people. I am becoming a better person. So I feel like they're kind of developing their character. I feel like this kind of keeping you in limbo isn't something that they, you know, like I was saying, they don't want to hurt you, and they're sort of realizing that keeping you in limbo in this way isn't the best thing. So it's like they're developing their character, they're developing their emotional intelligence in order to deal with this in a better way. It says, I am battling my demons right now. So this speaks of this kind of Two of Pentacles energy that we were talking about, this kind of inner conflict, this inner turmoil that they are experiencing. You have the beautiful card, Fifth Dimension. So you are always connected in the 5D. This is definitely a very spiritual connection between you both. You may share energies and emotions and messages energetically in the 5D. My whole body burns at the thought of you. So definitely a lot of attraction here, still a lot of energy invested in this connection, a lot of passion for you, right? Just they're really deeply attracted to you. And then this is interesting, we have the card Compromise as well. So we were talking about the practicalities that in the kind of 3D world. Like in the 5D, you're just in union, you're in love, all is good. But in the 3D, there are these issues. And this is really a message from Spirit. It's just like, can a compromise be made, right? Maybe this is what this decision is all about that we've been talking about. You know, what is the solution here? You know, can you make a compromise? Can they compromise? Can they find it within themselves to compromise? This is what I'm seeing when they say, I'm becoming a better person, right? They're becoming someone who can take into consideration your needs in order to compromise, in order to find that middle ground is what I'm hearing from Spirit, where this relationship can flourish, is what I'm hearing, for the long term, right? For creating like a long-term commitment, if that is something that you are looking for with this person. That is everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honor to read your cards. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. If you feel called to, please check out my friend Nicole. She offers energetic relationship coaching. If you are looking to work through particular relationship patterns, if you are looking to get unstuck in your romantic life, if you feel like you're always like getting stuck in things or getting in a loop or kind of living out the same patterns in your romantic life, then Nicole is an expert in this area. She is an intuitive herself. She's so wonderful to work with. She creates like such a safe space for you to really be authentic, and she really gets to the root of the issue really like instantly. You don't have to say very much and she'll just know you know, where it is to look, where it is to go in order to create solutions. So check her out if that resonates. It's energetic relationship coaching. She's offering $11.11 off her services for Lumiere subscribers. It is all linked in the description box below this video. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love and light. I look forward to seeing you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye bye.